Have you ever had this feeling as if you've been bound by something invisible, leaving your heart stuck and unable to move? Today, let's talk about a core concept in Zen Buddhism called illusion. Through several classic Zen stories, we will examine whether those bonds we perceive as unbreakable truly exist at all. Alright, let's dive straight into the heart of the matter. This isn't just an ancient question, it's a question I want to ask every one of you behind the screen right now. Tell me truly, who is it that binds you? This dialogue well is simply a stroke of divine genius. As the story goes, when the fourth patriarch, Deoxen, was still a young monk, he went to the third patriarch, Senkan, and pleaded, "Please, teach me the way to liberation." The third patriarch simply looked at him calmly and asked in return, "Who is binding you?" Deoxen was stunned. After thinking for a long while, he answered honestly, "No one is binding me." At that moment, the third patriarch delivered the pivotal line, "Since no one is binding you, why then are you seeking liberation?" You see, this is the Zen style. It doesn't provide a standard answer. It acts like a mirror, reflecting the question back so we can see clearly that the rope we thought was binding us might not exist at all. So here lies the question: if the rope doesn't exist, where does that sense of restriction we feel actually come from? First, let's look at the first type of illusion. We often mistake knowledge and language for wisdom itself. Imagine the scene at the time. The monastery of the fifth patriarch was thick with an academic atmosphere. Who was Shengshun? He was the head disciple, the intellectual leader of the temple, and the most learned of them all. The verse he wrote was filled with scriptural references, perfectly structured and exquisite, truly a masterpiece of the scholarship of that era. Everyone felt certain that he would undoubtedly be the successor to the mantle. But just then, there was a manual laborer in the kitchen hulling rice named Hunan, who couldn't even read a single word. Hearing of this, he asked someone to help him write a verse on the wall. As it turned out, this verse completely transcended all words and conceptual frameworks. Like a bolt of lightning streaking across the night sky, it spoke directly to the ultimate core. So, what is the key point here? Hunan's appearance was like a shot and a blow to everyone, shattering their blind faith in the written word. Sutras are important, of course, but they are like a finger pointing at the moon. If we stare obsessively at the finger, praising how beautiful or refined it is, while forgetting to follow its direction to see the moon in the sky, haven't we put the horse before the cart? This is the first layer of illusion, the illusion of words. Now, having broken the attachment to words, let's look at the second type. This one might be even more common. It is the belief that if we just keep our heads down, work hard, and repeat our efforts, we will surely reach our destination. This scene is quite fascinating. Mazu was an incredibly diligent practitioner from morning till night. He did nothing but meditate, meditate, and meditate. His goal was crystal clear. I am going to become a Buddha. His master, Chen Master Huairan, saw this and said nothing. Instead, he quietly brought over a brick and began polishing it right next to him. It made a rhythmic sh-sh-sh sound. Mazu finally couldn't help himself and asked, "Master, what are you doing polishing that brick?" "Master," Huairan replied, "I want to polish it into a mirror." Mazu was amused and bewildered. "Master, you must be joking. How can polishing a brick turn it into a mirror?" Master Huairan was waiting for exactly that. He immediately shot back, "Indeed, if polishing a brick cannot make a mirror, then how can sitting idly like this make a Buddha?" These words hit Mazu like a bolt of lightning. In an instant, he realized the blind spot in his practice. Please don't misunderstand. The point of this story isn't to dismiss effort or to say meditation is bad. It challenges effort without awareness. If your body is sitting here, but your mind is rigid and dull, lacking clear and vivid awareness, then what is the difference between you and a roadside star or a dead tree? True practice lies in the agility and awakening of the mind, not in the posture the body assumes. Alright, if reasoning and metaphors aren't shocking enough, Zen has even more direct and forceful methods. These are used to shatter our third illusion, our attachment to the sensory world. Master Mazu Daoyu, who was awakened by the polishing brick incident, eventually became a great master himself. He had two unique teaching treasures, the shot and the blow. Both methods are utterly irrational. Their purpose is to bypass your brain, forcibly cut off the endless chatter in your head, and make you collide directly with the most authentic experience at the present moment. Did you know, it is said that after being shouted at by Master Masu, his disciple Beizheng Huaihai was deaf and blinded by darkness for 3 whole days. 3 days, you might think, wow, that's far too violent. But the power of that shout was like a flashbang. Its goal was to instantaneously disconnect the sensory system, the roots, and the dust. It freed him from the chaos of sensory information to experience the purest awareness itself that exists behind all perception. The slap works on the same principle. When a disciple asked an abstract question like what is the great meaning of the Buddha Dharma, Masu said, come closer. Then, he delivered an unexpected slap and asked, do you understand now? This is saying, stop thinking with your head. The answer is not a concept. The answer is you, the one who can hear, see, and feel pain. This function is present at every moment. This also subtly illustrates that these seemingly crude methods are never used haphazardly. It requires the vision of a grandmother to see when a student has painted themselves into a corner and is just one step away, then using the shock therapy to give them that final push. So, this isn't giving them something, it is an awakening what was already within the student. Okay, after shattering the illusions of words, effort, and perception, where do we go? In this final part, we won't break anything down anymore. Instead, through a deeply poetic exchange, we will depict the face of reality itself. This dialogue is truly beautiful. The disciple asked, what does the ever-changing phenomena, the guest, look like when manifested within the eternal, unchanging essence, the host? The master replied, it is like floating white clouds covering verdant mountain peaks. The disciple then asked, then, behind the myriad changing phenomena at the guest, what does the immovable essence of the host look like? The master answered, it is like a person who never leaves their home. They are always there, never having departed. Then came the most critical question. What is the distance between the guest and the host? Between phenomena and essence? The master gave an answer that was flawless. The distance between them is like the water of the river and the waves upon its surface. This metaphor truly explains everything. Our original nature is the water, while the birth, aging, sickness, death, joys, and sorrows we experience, all phenomena in the world, are the waves on the surface. You see, the waves appear to rise and fall in various forms, but their essence never leaves the water. A wave is simply the appearance of water in motion. They have never been two separate things. Finally, the disciple asked the ultimate question. When we finally realize that essence and phenomena are one, when host and guest unite, what kind of realm is that? What words are left to be said? The master's answer was no longer an explanation or a metaphor, but a living picture, a cool breeze brushing the white moon. All inquiries and answers end here. All that remains is this scene of serenity, perfection, and naturalness, left for us to experience in silence.